And if I could give a testimonial myself, I would. I'm not really supposed to call in on my own show, so I'm inviting you to call in. If you use HairMax, if your husband uses it, if you are thinking about getting it today, tell us your results. Our storylines are open, and we'd love for you to be a part of this hour. We have for you the HairMax LaserBand 882. This is the Comfortflex band. HairMax has come in a variety of shapes and forms, combs of different amounts of lasers. The baseball cap version, which is what my husband uses, and he actually has used several different versions. They all kind of work the same, but this one, which is kind of like a headband, which I'll show you how this works in a second, is actually the fastest treatment we've ever offered from HairMax. You're going to be able to get those hair regrowth results in many, many cases in 90 seconds, 3 times a week. So this is not something that you have to stop what you're doing, put everything down, sit around, wait for it to work, or not be able to multitask because you're using your hands to comb through. This is something that you'll use very, very quickly. And you do get an extended return policy on this because we want you to give yourself enough time to see those results. So you're getting 6 months or 180 days to use this. You're also getting a great value, which is $200 off of the retail price here at QVC. For a limited time, this value goes away at the end of the day tomorrow. We have it also for you on 5 easy pays of $119.80 and free shipping. So again, it would be $799 at HairMax. It is $599 here today till the end of the day tomorrow, and you get either the 5 easy pays, or if you want to use your Q card, this little guy right here, we can give you 12-month special financing with no finance charge if you pay it off within those 12 months. So in essence, that's like getting 12 easy pays for you if that makes it more affordable. So that would be, let's see. Well, maybe Chunky, you can do the math for me. Thank you. I was going to say $50. So $49.91 if you want to use your Q card. Okay, so this is something that's going to bring back your confidence. You know, a lot of our, and we'll look at some before and afters while I'm talking. And this is a lady's top of her head, as you're seeing here. Hair loss is a huge problem for women, which is still not talked about very much. It's kind of accepted in society if men lose their hair, and actually it's kind of a cool look if you shave your head. And, you know, a lot of guys, AKA Bruce Willis, are doing that. Jason Statham, you know, a lot of movie stars, and it looks really cool. But when we girls start losing our hair, it's devastating, and sometimes you feel inevitable. It happened to your mom, it happened to other people in your family. Hereditary hair loss, alopecia, that's what this can help you with if you start early enough. And so if you are a gal whose hair is getting thin, or you actually have an area of your scalp showing here in the crown, and so therefore now you're always wearing a hat, you're always wearing a scarf, you're always trying to do some crazy comb over with your hairstyle, try this. What have you got to lose but more hair and more self-confidence? Because as much as we hate to admit it, our hair is so much a part of our self-image, and it becomes really devastating when you start to lose your hair. I mean, it's like, well, we should have the opinion of, oh, it's just my hair, whatever. But for many people, it's a huge, huge deal. So Randy Velicki, who is going to join us right now, is someone who started out as a client of this product because he was suffering from hair loss. And he found the results to be so amazing that he actually joined the company. And now he is the director of clinical research for HairMax, and also a very good friend of ours here at QVC. Randy, welcome in. Good morning. How are you?
It's great to see you. Good morning.
It's great to see you too.
I am so excited about this. Not only do we have the most beautiful devices from HairMax we've ever offered, we also have the fastest treatment time, 90 seconds, 3 times a week to help to regrow your hair.
It's amazing. And let me show you, while you're holding those beautiful colors, show everybody what their choices are. So you've seen the blue one before. It's a returning favorite, but we have 2 new exclusive colors for you today at QVC. Oh, can we show them from down here? Oh, thanks. Okay. I'm moving everything around. It's so perfectly placed. So we have the purple one, which is kind of a pretty lavender color. I am going to just turn it a little bit towards the camera. So there, and it's upside down. I apologize. So there is the purple, which is new. And then we also have it for you in this gorgeous white with rose gold. And I'll turn that so you can see the lettering is done in rose gold on this one, but the stand and the actual device are done in white. And then let me show you this one once again as well. Here's the blue, which is the sort of the HairMax signature color. And this is the one we've seen in the past. Okay, so what you're going to get is the device itself. You're going to get the charging cradle and an adapter to plug in to charge the cradle up. But this is not something that needs to be plugged in. This is cordless. This can walk around the house with you, or, well, you're only going to need it for 90 seconds. So it can sit there in the bathroom or at your desk. My husband always does his recording studio. Randy, you know this story. So my husband wears the baseball cap one. Although this is so fast, he may want to upgrade to this one today, but because he has always kind of upgraded to the latest technology. But he actually has a recording studio with a control board with all these knobs and switches, and so he wears his while he's down there working. So it's like just a part of his day. It's no big deal. So
no, it is.
So tell us what's new and exciting and different about the latest one, and I'm going to pop mine on while you're doing that.
Yeah, I mean, the latest thing about it, number one, besides the beautiful new colors, is the fact that it's a 90-second treatment time. It's the fastest treatment time we've ever offered on QVC. It's called the LaserBand 82 Comfortflex. We call it the Comfortflex because it's very, very comfortable, and it flexes to fit various head sizes. So it's like the LaserBand 41, you know, which we featured on QVC here, but it's twice the number of lasers. Instead of only 41 lasers, we now have 82 therapeutic lasers that bathe your scalp and encourage those new hair follicles to grow. It's easy to use, Carolyn. Watch this. You touch the button, it turns the device on. You see the lasers have come on, and you just simply slide it up into position 1 on your head. You leave it there for 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds, it's going to vibrate. Once it vibrates, you slide it back to position 2. It'll vibrate again. You slide it all the way back around to position 3. You know, I didn't know if you know this, Carolyn, but we have sold over 300,000 HairMax devices on QVC.
325,000 to be exact, and that's not even counting today, because this has been very popular since midnight. And, you know, we have that. I think what people love about this is, first of all, it works, and we'll talk about who it's going to work best on and what you can expect to see. But you are getting 6 months to try it, because we want to make sure that you get enough time to see those results. You're not going to see something happening in a day or a week, but it's happening where you can't see it. Your hair follicles are waking up. And so pretty soon, then you're going to see these little baby hairs start growing out, and those then baby hairs turn into regular hair where there was no hair. And it's not a gimmick. It's not a, you know, snake oil. Hey, everybody, come on to the back of my my gypsy wagon. You know, it's not something like that. It really is scientifically FDA cleared, scientifically based device. So we're busy on the lines, and Jason, my producer, is telling me we have some what we call assets to show you, which are things to help with the presentation. So here's what we're going to show you first.
All right, so what we want to do is we just want to highlight some of the features of the HairMax. The first thing to understand, like Carolyn said, this isn't a gimmick. It's actually an FDA-cleared medical device that is intended for men and women to help them regrow their hair. Now, we designed it to address the most popular type of hair loss out there, which is referred to as male or female pattern baldness. You know, Carolyn, 80 million men and women in North America suffer from this type of hair loss. So it is the most popular. But when people think about hair loss, they think about men. But 30 million of those 80 million are women. And when a woman starts to lose her hair, she doesn't like to talk about it. It's very, very emotional for her. You know, we get great testimonials of women who have called in and say that before using HairMax, they felt less feminine. They felt older. They felt like every day was a bad hair day. So if you're one of those women, HairMax can help you. Because when we get those calls, you know, 6 months later, 7 months later, when all that hair is growing in, it gives me chills to think that we have been able to help somebody who's been losing their hair. So it works on all hair types. It flexes to fit most head sizes. You can see very, very flexible. It works as little as 90 seconds, 3 days a week. So you use it every other day, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can use it in the morning, the afternoon, the evening. You can use it on damp hair or dry hair. I use mine in the bed. Late in the day, I sit down. I actually have a collection of which device I want to use sitting on my bedstand because I'm trying them all out, of course. But I mean, where would you use your HairMax? Think about it. You can fit it into your daily routine. Maybe it's first thing in the morning. Maybe it's while you're putting your makeup on. Maybe while you're checking your email. Maybe while you're making breakfast. The 90 seconds goes so quickly, you've got nothing to set aside time for it. It's cordless and lightweight, and it features these soft hair parting teeth, which move the hair out of the way to let that light energy to get down to the scalp. Jody's going to show us how to demo it here real quickly. She's just going to glide it up onto her head, and you see how Jody pushes it so those teeth comb through your hair. See how those teeth move her hair aside, and they let that light energy get down to the scalp. I like to say down to the root of the problem. So for the first couple of weeks, first couple of months, what it's going to do, it's going to energize that hair follicle under the scalp. Let's take a look at this animation that talks about how that technology works. So first of all, it's going to energize the hair follicles under the scalp. Cheryl's got it on her head here. And it's going to start growing those hair follicles. It's going to wake up those dormant sleeping hair follicles and cause them to start growing again. They fill in those thinning areas on your scalp over the course of 4 to 6 months. Beyond that, you need to continue to use your HairMax to maintain that healthy hair growth. But at 30 seconds in 3 sections across your scalp, 90 seconds every other day, it's so easy to use.
Okay, so let me show you again what Randy was talking about, a couple things. These little teeth are not like hard plastic combs that you get at the drugstore. These are flexible, and they do not hurt your head. And plus, they're only on there for 90 seconds on your head. So 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. You put it on, and it's important that you part your hair with these little comb teeth, because these lasers, see these lasers in here, they need to get to your scalp. You don't want them just sit on top of the hair that you do have on your head. You want to make sure that you comb through it. So it's a really easy technique, this very small learning curve, and it takes only 90 seconds 3 times a week. So Randy, and we have lots of other things to show. Did we bring in that map that kind of shows the shading of the heads? Did we do that today? I think this is a really good visual to see. So let's talk about that next. And Randy, while we're looking at this, who is this not going to work on? I think I want to do, justification. I don't want people to buy this if it's not going to work.
Sure. I mean, first of all, it's intended for women, what's referred to as female pattern hair loss, which is also commonly called hereditary hair loss or hormonal hair loss. Many women can experience this during menopause because menopause is a change in your hormonal balance that can cause this type of hair loss. But check with your doctor to be sure. If he says it's female pattern hair loss, androgenetic alopecia, it's for you. First of all, over the age of 18. If you're suffering from hair loss under the age of 18, it is not this type of hair loss. It's intended for the women in the blue shirts, the blue blouses. So ladies, is your part getting wider? Or look at that one to the far right, that frontal area. Are you losing it along that frontal hairline? Carolyn, so many women I speak to say, Randy, I can't wear my hair up in a bun, or can't pull my hair back in a ponytail because I've got a receding hairline like a guy has, and I'm just so embarrassed about it. I have to tease my hair forward and cover up my forehead so they can't see it. So who it's not for people who have advanced hair loss like that bottom row. So ladies, if you are shiny and bald, it's not intended for you. Keep in mind, lady, 30 million women suffer from this type of hair loss.
It's a huge problem,
there.
And nobody talks about it. And here's the men's chart, so we can kind of talk the same way. There's early, there's moderate. The guys in the blue shirts are the ones that are good candidates for this product.
Exactly. If you wait to get to that bottom row, you get to the advanced section, you're too far gone. I like to talk. Dan Hughes gave me permission. I can talk about this on air, but Dan is too far gone. When I first came to QVC, Dan came to me and says, hey, I'm really interested in this. I said, Dan, I'm going to be very, very honest with you. Your hair loss is too far gone for us to revive it. So guys, the message here is Start now. The sooner you start treating your hair loss, the better results you're going to get. Don't wait till you get to that bottom row, and I can't help you.
And Brandy, I think an easy way to say that too is you have a window of opportunity for this to work. And if you have a window of opportunity for these lasers to wake up your hair follicles, whether you're a man or a woman, if you're suffering from that pattern baldness or